What up, my guys? How y'all doing? I am getting ready to go see a little doggy. And I say little doggy, he's actually an old 14-year-old doggy. He's kind of on his I don't want to say I don't want to put anything out there, but he's very old and his owners are very concerned about him. I just need to take him out for a walk. Well, not even a walk. I keep on getting ahead of myself. I don't even need to take this dog for a walk. I just need to take this dog outside so they can pee in their normal pee spot, and then I take them back in, and then I get paid. So, well, not immediately, unfortunately. I have to wait every 2 weeks. But we're gonna head off there, and the cool thing is if this becomes a regular thing, I'd be taking care of this dog for like a pee break twice a day for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, or Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So that would be awesome because currently, right now, I only have one other dog that I take care of. So upping the clients to two, that is awesome news. So we're gonna go. I'm not gonna vlog because I just want to keep space, privacy, whatnot. But I'm gonna let you know it. I'll let you guys know how it ends, okay? So we're back, and the fucking guy is an asshole. He is so mean. He is needlessly rude to me. I mean, I picked this up when I went for the first trip to get the routine of their pet. And this person is one of two. You know, it's a couple, but the other couple, they were fine. They were nice. They were like, they understand that the other one was a little, you know. But he was just so incredibly rude. He talked down to me the entire time. And there were just few instances of just blatant disrespect. Like, for example, there's this difficult harness, and when I say difficult, it's just not obvious where you would put like the dog's foot and the head and whatnot. And so he wanted me to try figuring out how to do it myself after I had asked, oh, could you just show me? And then he's like, no, you try it and I will basically coach you. And so I try it, obviously failing, and then he just comes in, saves me, but it's just super rude about it. Anyway, we get the dog in the harness, we go out, the dog does its business, and then we go back in, and I wish I could just like push poo that transition, but even before we even got to that transition, like I was being babied and holding him and how I should do it, blah blah blah. I was thinking, like, at first, you know, like, makes sense. This is your family member. It's a really old dog. Like, you want to make sure your dog's caretaker is making sure he's comfortable, you know? Like, I totally get that. But there's just way too much, like, baby holding and force feeding. And then when we got back to the apartment, he wants me to, like, use, oh my gosh, the key situation. Let me tell you about the fucking key situation. So before, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Before we actually went outside, but this is after the harness was put on the dog, he asked me to pick up the keys to the place on the counter, and I was just like, okay. And I was like, you know what? I'll put this on my lanyard just to make sure we don't lose it. You know, I was just like doing what I normally would do, but also I was showing like, hey, I'm being mindful of your property and making sure I'm keeping it in a safe place. And then he's like, and not even like 5 seconds into putting it on, trying to put it on, he's like, no, you don't need to do that. You can put it on later. Just put it on the counter. And so I put it on the counter. And then he's like, no, don't put it on the counter. Take it with you. And I was just like, okay. And he's like, just put it on your wrist. And I'm like, okay. So I put it on my wrist. So we go out. Anyway, we come back in, and we're at the door, and he wants me to open said door, because I've never opened doors before. So I need to know. Anyway, I take the key and I twist it to the extent that it would naturally let me without having any type of force pressure on it. Not saying that if I went further necessarily I'd be doing something wrong, but like, you know, there's a little give and take when you put a key in. Anyway, I pushed it as far as gently I could, and then he was just freaking out on me about like making sure I wasn't going to break the key, and I was like, yeah, okay. So I try again and I turn it, and then I use even less pressure, and then he freaks out on me, and then he takes the key out, he puts it back in, he does it himself, he opens the door, then he closes it, and then he's like, do it like that. And so I do it like that, but then he realizes that I am actually being careful as fuck. In fact, I'm being too careful, because you turn it and then you need to push it a little bit more, and then it unlocks the door. And so that's what I did on the second time. Well, yeah, the second time around. And so we got in, but I'm just like, he was telling me to be careful before I could even not be careful. And then when I was trying to be careful, he was telling me I was not being careful enough. And then when I was careful enough, I was actually too careful. So I was very close to just quitting right then and there, like saying like, peace out, like I don't think we'll be good working together. But what prevented me from doing that is I remembered that, dude, yeah, you'll occasionally have contact with the owner here and there, you know, but your responsibility is to be with their dog, to be with the dog. And the dog is fucking phenomenal. The dog is chill as fuck. The dog is sweet, wasn't giving me any problems, doesn't want to give any problems, and knows his routine very well. So like, I get along with the dog perfectly. It's just one of the owners was just, I just can't handle it. So I was just like, okay, you know what? In the future, you won't be having to deal with this owner every time you come and take care of the dog. Like, fortunately, you just need to show up, take care of the dog, and then leave. And none of that involves the owner directly, you know? So I have that, but it's been a while since someone really, like, someone who I personally don't know really got under my skin. It was like, why are you treating me like this? Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You know? So I'm going to be taking care of this dog 2 times a day, 3 days a week. So I think my next visit is tomorrow. Yeah, I think what my schedule is going to be is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's what it is. So that's fun. That's fun. I'll check in with you guys later to see how it goes. Hopefully, I'm still working for these people. Good news, everyone. I did not lose my cool, and I still have a job, so.
But, hey, you know what? I'm kind of down to free Tory Lanez. That's crazy, bro. He was shooting at people and stuff. I'm really interested to see how these come, if it's, like, protected and such. What do we got in there? Can you see it? Definitely got the glass tip right here. Okay, it's a fucking hardy glass tip as well. You guys know I love my glass tip, so anytime this is included in something, it's super sick. Okay, I see it, bro.
Okay, I'm a bit zooted, and so I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's been a good real one for peace.